Hey y'all, part-time retirement option trades. I had a question, or I've had this a couple of times in the past where everybody was like, not here. Well, that's a horrible. I had a question and everybody was like, yeah, that makes sense, GW. I had a couple of comments recently like, I thought this was the retire with less series, or I thought, is this a real account? Is this a paper account? I have two series, okay? And the way I'll tell them apart is the thumbnail and the title will say part-time retirement option trades. And that's my actual account. I try to do weekly uploads to give you a week by week synopsis. That's a fancy word of, I just pull these things out of my butt, right? I should have said gluteus and I would have, kept the streak going. But it just gives you a week by week progress of my actual account, part-time retirement. I do work part-time. My wife works part-time. And actually between those two things, we're really close and sometimes there of making our monthly expenses. So I'm not having to pull money out of the real account, of the options account, which is nice. The retire with less series will always say retire with less series. Okay. And that is the paper account that I'm tracking to see if we can not have to, 'cause someone shared a headline with me that said $3.5 million is not enough to retire at age 65. I'm like, what the hell? Are these people living forever? I think the average age of people is like 75, 76 years old. Like $3.5 million ain't going to last you 10 years. I mean, obviously people are going to live. Some people are going to live longer than that and some people aren't, right? You could be 65. I'm going to retire and drop dead tomorrow. And, that's all for naught. You worked for nothing. So, and they say, oh, you didn't work for nothing. You pass it on to your children. Whoop-de-doo. Enjoy yourself. Try to. Yeah. There's, I said last week I was going to turn this into retire with rants, and here I go again. So I'm going to cut it there. So that's how you tell the difference between the two series that I run. And 3-day weekend for Fed employees, which is interesting. Maybe I'll take the day off too. Why not? Now we're going to get into some controversy. But anyway, let's go through it. So what I closed, been a slow week. Again, like I shared last time, VIX is low, hard to find premium, and I'm not chasing it. And me not chasing it has actually been pretty good, as far as, volatility in my account and my balance and all that stuff. So, and I'm still making a little bit of money. So let's go through it. So first off, on the 12th, I closed a TLT 99 put for 47 cents, profited $51 there. And I should have broke it out, but what I did was I sold. I should have put this in the other one, but I added another contract to my 100 put out to July 21st for TLT at like $1.37 or something like that. So it averages out to 122. I'll show you that. We're going to go and do my Interactive Brokers account because someone else had another question. I'm going to answer another question from another viewer. Then I closed TNA, two of them, 25 put, one day after the other, profited 65 and $66 on those. Another TLT. Oh, I did the call. I bought a call out to January 19th, 2024, right before, it was the day before Tyrone Powell was going to announce the Fed hikes or not, and they paused or something like that. Well, I played that volatility, bought the call. The next day, it jumped up like 10%. I'm talking the the TLT call. So I sold it. I bought it for 700 and I sold it for 780. So 10% roughly return, a little bit more than 10% return in a day. So can't complain there. MPW closed out a $7 put for 2 cents, profited 43 bucks there. And then Camping World, I'm finally done with Camping World. Closed that one out for 15 cents, profited 39 bucks there. So what did I open? I already told you about one of them. Let's look at the rest. There's not much, okay? We talked about the TLT add-on here. That's one of them. And then the next one was the TLT call. That was just a day swing trade, whatever you want to call it. Friday, June 16th, I sold KRE. That's the regional banking ETF, sector ETF. Went out to July 21st, did the 38 strike, collected 57 bucks, sold 2 of them. So 113 bucks collected there. And then TLT, I did a strangle. What that is a naked put, naked call. Okay. Went out to July 28th, did the 99 strike on the put, sold it, got 63 bucks. And on the call, I did the 106 call, sold it for 86 bucks. So that's all I did. So let's take a look real quick at premium cooking. Now, I know some of this stuff is going to be repeated, but whatever. So I closed 6 positions, opened 4, profit realized 344.26. Weekend notional, that means if everything was assigned to me, that number seems wrong. Is that wrong? 91,600. Must have fat fingered that one. 91,600. So if all my puts were assigned to me, that's what I would need to come up with. Profit yield for the week, 19.5%. That's an annualized return. $398 of premium sold. Total premium cooking only $1,303. 21,000 in maintenance margin, 18.4% buying power usage. Cash balance down a little bit from last week because I bought some stock. We'll go through that too. And then net lick up, all-time high actually, 125,800. So not too shabby. Now let's take a look real quick. Quick overview. Month to date, $927.57 realized option premium. Okay, that's closed option contracts and the profit from them. So actually, we're what, 2 weeks in? Yeah, a little bit. Not too shabby because, it has been dripping. Will I get back up to this, $1,200 to $1,500 range this month? I think so, but I don't know. You never know. Okay. Quick overview. We did that notional 91,600. I have nothing in the money except these are calls. But nothing's in the money right now. Nothing expiring anytime soon. A couple weeks. We got Dutch Bros and the rest are in July. Okay. Viewer question. Actually, I don't think it was a question. Maybe it was a question. Well, here we go. What did I buy? Stock-wise, I bought, let's see, I think that was Tuesday, bought 18 shares of TLTW. I'm real bullish on TLT and TLTW, okay? I know the Tyrone said he's got a couple more rate hikes ahead of him, but who knows? I did average down and bought some MPW. Bought 70 shares there. Horizon I got rid of, but I forgot to turn off drip, so they threw a share in there. And I think that is it. That's all I bought. I guess so. That's what it's saying. So what somebody was saying was, they asked me, am I having trouble exiting TNA? Okay. Now, my answer was, the only reason you would have trouble exiting TNA is if you are selling or buying the off weeks. Okay. Now, these are monthly expirations. You can go, well, this is interactive brokers. You can actually toggle on and off, but the monthly, if you look at the option chart, right, you'll see this volume, whatever that word is, for the day. That's how many, how much, I should have looked it up, but it's basically how much action there is, essentially. Buyers and sellers, right? And you'll see, I don't know why some of these aren't showing up. It's after hours, so it's probably why. If you look at this, right, you got pretty good numbers in here, right? Now, if you go to an off week, watch this column right here when I go to the off week. And boom. Now, there ain't nearly as much volume there. So what that gonna mean is you're gonna have a harder time closing the positions at an acceptable price. Because let's take a look at, let's say, the 30 strike. Okay, you got 30 strike, 78 volume. Bid and ask is 67 and 69 cents. Okay, so it's not super tight, but it's not a huge spread either. But if you go to the off week and go to the 30 strike, you'll see there's only 13 on the volume, and the spread volume, and the spread is 7 cents difference. So you're going to have to get somewhere in between there to get someone to fill it. And you're going to have a smaller pool of people wanting to buy or sell that contract than if you were to stay in the monthlies. You'll have a lot more people wanting to buy or sell, and you'll get a more favorable price because this is after hours, so it's kind of hard. It's better to look at this stuff during market hours, but you'll have a better time doing monthlies if your requirement is to get in and get out as fast as you can at the best price. I go all over the place. I do weeklies too, because I don't mind either splitting the difference or sitting on the contract. One of the two. A lot of times when you get to these low delta ones, like 6 delta or something, 5 delta, there'll be nobody there, right? And you can't even get out of it. So you'll have to go to the ask price and lose a little bit to get out of it, or like I said, sit on it. So I think that's all I got. Do I got any other rants for you? I don't think so. I'll come up with one, and we'll do some rants next week. I think, I'm not positive, I think next week I'll be doing the Retire with Less series. So look forward to that, and hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If you have a 3-day weekend, great. If you don't, I guess sorry for you. All right, y'all. We'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye. I am not a financial advisor. The information contained in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be investment advice. Please seek a licensed professional for any investment, tax, or legal advice. Thank you.